Welcome back to True Talk Cafe, the place where we pull up a chair, pour something hot, and get into the conversation that actually matters for your career and your life. I'm your host today. My name is Renee, and today's topic is executive presence under pressure. And let's be clear, this episode is not just for executives. Whether you're 3 months into your first corporate job, 10 years into managing a team, or running your own business, what we're talking about today applies to you. Here's the thing about executive presence. Everybody talks about it like it's this mysterious, elusive quality that some people are just born with. Like you either have it or you don't. But I want to challenge that today because I've watched brilliant people completely unravel under pressure. I've seen leaders who commanded every room until things got hard. And then suddenly, the stuttering, the snapping, the disappearing act, the presence evaporated right when people needed it most. And I've also seen the opposite. I've watched someone that's a mid-level manager, no fancy title, walk into a full-blown crisis with a calm, steady energy that just reset the room. People stopped panicking. They started problem solving, all because of how that one person showed up. That's executive presence under pressure. And it is absolutely a skill you can build. So, all right, let's get into this. Here are 3 things that define executive presence when the heat is on. Number 1, regulate before you respond. The number one thing that separates composed leaders from reactive ones is this. They create a gap between stimulus and response. So when something goes wrong, such as a client blows up, a project falls apart, you get blindsided in a meeting. Your nervous system fires first. And that's biology. That's not weakness. But what you do in that next 2 to 5 seconds, that's leadership. You cannot project calm if you haven't found your calm first. So here's a pro tip. Before you respond in a high stakes moment, take one slow, deliberate breath. Not a gasp, a breath. It signals to your brain that you are not in danger, and it signals to everyone watching that you are the steady hand in the room. Number 2, control your narrative, not just your nerves. Executive presence under pressure isn't just about how you feel internally. It's about the story your body and your words are telling externally. So here's what I mean. You can feel anxious and still appear grounded. You can feel uncertain and still sound decisive. So how do we do that? You do that by being intentional about 3 things. Your posture, your pace, and your language. So what you want to do is stand or sit with your weight evenly distributed. Don't grip the table. Don't shrink into your chair. You'll want to speak slower than you think you need to, because pressure makes most of us speed up. You want to slow down instead, and then swap filler language, such as, I'm not sure, I think maybe we could possibly, right? You want to swap that with ownership language, which sounds like, here's how I see it, or here's what we're going to do. And then keep in mind that people are reading you before you say a single word. So make sure your body is telling the right story. And then number 3, lead the emotional temperature of the room. This one is an advanced move, and it's the one that separates good leaders from great leaders. So when pressure hits, teams don't just need answers. They need emotional direction. They're looking to you to know how scared they should be, to know if this is survivable, or to know if you believe in them. Executive presence under pressure means you are not just managing the crisis, you are managing the climate. That looks like acknowledging the difficulty without catastrophizing it. So that might sound like, this is a real challenge, or we've handled real challenges before. Or you can say something like, here's what we're focused on right now. When you do that, you're validating the reality, you're anchoring to capability, and you're pointing toward action. 3 sentences. Your entire energy of the room will shift. Okay? So here's your True Talk takeaway for today. Executive presence under pressure is not about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers. It's about being present. That means being regulated, intentional, and grounded in the moments when everything feels like it's coming undone. That is a skill. It is trainable. And it starts the next time things get hard and you choose to pause before you react. So I want to hear from you. Think about a moment when you watch somebody lead with incredible presence under pressure, or a moment when you did. Drop it in the comments. You can send me a DM or leave a review and share the story, because these conversations are what this community is built on. So if this episode hit home for you, go ahead and share it with someone in your circle who's stepping into a bigger leadership role. They may need to hear this information. Thank you for listening, and we will see you on the next episode. I'm Renee, and as always, no fluff, no filter, just true talk. Bye-bye.